In addition to new and flexible working environments, we would like to give you an insight into the megatrend New Work and our ideas to react on it. Digitalization is advancing much more intensively in the megatrend New Work than in other sectors of the living world. Intensified by the corona pandemic, the working environment is changing very strongly. Step into the working world of tomorrow and see how the future could look like. New work will be experienced by all of us. Get involved in changes, meet the challenges of the future, and shape the working world of tomorrow together with us. Be excited!
Emerging situations or tasks demand a new and flexible working environment. People work locally and temporarily as well as decentrally on different topics at collaborative teams. This applies, promoted by new digital tools, especially in relation to international teams.
Spatially fixed workplaces are increasingly disappearing. More zones for flexible interdisciplinary work and for still working are emerging. The space adapts to the conditions. Therefore, rooms and furniture have to adapt to different work requirements and become tidier and much more variable.
New solutions for mobile office and home office are developing, also under the aspect of the work-life balance. You can be productive anywhere, whether in the office, the cafe, from the car or from home. Desk-sharing models as well as increasing remote work will have a significant overall impact on the working worlds of tomorrow and open up new possibilities and opportunities.
The work-life balance is becoming more important. The match of work and private life is becoming essential. Instead of the meritocracy, the focus is shifting to the strengths and abilities of the individual. Instead of working against each other, we are working together.
A new generation of disruptive technologies is currently accelerating the digital transformation of the world of work and business. The Internet of Things and artificial intelligence will automate many activities. As a result, work priorities are shifting to new creative fields. Maybe the robot will be my next work colleague.
The right moment to shape the future is now. We look forward to starting this together with you. Let's move markets together.
Relaunch of the telephone booth. In the open plan office, the telephone booth shown here offers silence for telephoning, but also space for short meetings or a retreat for concentrated work. The room within a room system thus provides a simple retreat in a very small area. Thanks to the WingLine 230 folding door, this furniture can be opened and closed in a space-saving manner, so there's room for it even in the smallest office. This type of room partitioning offers various functional advantages. There are no limits regarding design and equipment. So, if you work in an open plan office and have to hold a meeting or make a telephone call at short notice, this telephone box is the perfect place. Inside the box, there are various storage solutions so that you can easily take notes. Furthermore, the telephone box has a standing aid that can be easily adjusted in height. This allows you to lean back comfortably even during longer conversations. Room-in-room systems meet the most diverse requirements in the area of new work. Flexible and changeable space concepts are more in demand than ever. Not only has working at home become a matter of course, but the use of office spaces is also constantly changing. Rigid workplace concepts are increasingly giving way to flexible and homely working environments that can be adapted to ever-changing requirements. With the holistically conceived room concept from Kuhn, precisely these requirements can be realized. Here we show how a large meeting room can be converted into small enclosed rooms by closing the 4 hinge doors. In this way, office spaces become a place of retreat for tasks that require a high degree of concentration and silence and can be changed into open meeting rooms at other times. The partition wall system provides the functional framework for the convertible space. Room-high glass elements provide the basis. They are soundproven on one hand and open and translucent on the other. The sliding doors as well as the hinge doors can be locked, by means of electronic locks to prevent access by unauthorized persons. Inside the room within a room system, sliding room elements such as pin boards, magnetic walls and blackboards ensure that the room's furnishing can always be adapted to current conditions. Office work is becoming increasingly flexible. The permanent change between concentration, communication and retreat therefore requires equally flexible office furnishing.
New fields of activity demand a new and flexible working environment. People work together in collaborative teams on different topics. This caddy is the perfect solution for anyone who wants to make their workplace as compact and flexible as possible, without compromising on storage possibilities. Lots of storage solutions can be found in small space. If necessary, the working area can be extended or even used as a desk. There are also many flexible storage options underneath, so everything you need is right at hand. So it's no longer just any workstation, but exactly my workstation, with my documents and my private things. In addition to the storage solutions, this wonder weapon also impresses with excellent design. The Cadro frame system and the AvanTech YOU drawers make this furniture look very filigree and modern. That's really practical. So let's move away from the conventional table towards flexible workstations.
Not at least due to the corona pandemic, the world of work has changed in recent years. Working at home has become a matter of course. However, this development also presents us with challenges, as not every home has a separate workroom. So, without further effort, the dining table is converted into a desk. This caddy contains a screen that can be raised up and placed next to the dining table if required, so the workplace is always optimally equipped. After work, the caddy and screen can be stored away quickly. Another possible application for this caddy is to use it as a mobile television. Depending on your needs, the screen can be easily set up in the kitchen or even in the bedroom. Thanks to the caddy with integrated screen, any table can be transformed into a perfect desk.
Small in size but big in use. This caddy convinces with clever organized storage possibilities. As fixed workplaces are increasingly disappearing, more zones for flexible, interdisciplinary work as well as for quiet work are emerging. As a result, the furniture has to adapt to different work requirements and become tidier and much more variable. We are also continuously changing. Therefore, we need adaptability in our environment that improves our everyday life. With this caddy, it is possible to work in very different ways. In a separate room, in a quiet corner or even in the kitchen or lobby. Simply choose the right place for your work. In a busy area, you can pull the privacy screen to the side in just a few easy steps and have your own little area away from the confusion. By folding down the tabletop, a completely independent workplace is created. So you no longer have to search for a desk, but always have it right there. Every office is individual. The rooms are different in size and shape. This concept shows a well-organized workplace where all necessary components are integrated.
Not at least due to the corona pandemic, the world of work has changed a lot in recent years. Working at home has become a matter of course. Therefore, in the modern office, not everyone has their own workstation anymore, but people work wherever it suits their current tasks and projects. To ensure that the workplace is always optimally equipped, the caddy can be conveniently moved to the desired location. This caddy combines storage space and an extension of the worktop. Storage boxes can be placed on top of the caddy, so the contents are always at hand. Underneath, you can then extend the work surface with the help of the SlideLine M sliding door fitting. Here, if you otherwise only have a small desk available, you can store other things, such as documents, for example. There's further storage space in the lower area. Here we have a special feature, because the pull-out box runs on a SlideLine M sliding door profile. This caddy is the perfect addition to any workspace. Work in the office is becoming increasingly flexible. The permanent change between concentration and communication therefore requires equally flexible office furniture. In addition to classic office furniture, such as desks and pedestals, upholstered furniture has become an indispensable part of the modern office. These are used for retreat and concentrated work, for relaxation during the lunch break, or for communication with colleagues. The 4 armchairs have various electrical adjustment options. For example, a footrest can be raised and the seat depth can be adjusted. Upholstered furniture can be used in many ways in the office, so comfortable working is guaranteed in every situation.
New situations or tasks demand a new and flexible working environment. Spatially fixed workplaces are increasingly disappearing. Zones for flexible, interdisciplinary and for concentrated work are emerging. The room, and thus also the furniture, must adapt to the conditions and need to react to different work requirements. Even today, the workspace familiar from the past cannot be found anymore. In today's office architecture, flexible working areas and zones are more present than ever. More and more offices are inviting people into one large space for better exchange and collaboration. And yet, everyone wants to have their own area and place of retreat. With this plug-in system, room-in-room possibilities can be created. In addition to individual areas, this type of demarcation is also perfect, for example, for setting up quiet areas or workplaces where people need to exchange ideas, as well as temporary project areas where the space needs to adapt to different circumstances. On the outside, a room is to be set apart by clear edges, and at the same time a well-being of space is created in the inside. The function, completely different and adaptable. A concept that follows the contours of a room with only a few struts and little effort. Panels, for example, can be used for the system, and for example mood boards, pin boards and shelves can be realized. Rigid walls and given rooms were yesterday. Flexible and adaptable is the future. Imagine your office chair is your sofa and your way to work is no longer than your hallway. The snack drawer is your own pantry. We can already guess what I'm talking about, of course, the home office. The home and mobile office is more present than ever. Unfortunately, our living spaces are often not designed to function as offices. Especially in large cities where living space is getting smaller and smaller, the possibility of having an office is often not available. This means that working in your own house very quickly leads to an overlap between free and working time. With this home office, everything is perfectly organized and quickly stored away after work. In addition to clever storage space options, this home office can be enlarged in just a few steps. By folding up the table, expands the work surface and creates enough space to work. Ergonomically optimized height-adjustable tables, which make temporary standing more comfortable, are becoming increasingly popular in offices. This is now also possible in the home office. The sit-and-stand workstation also improves ergonomics and creativity in the mobile office. After work, the home office can be transformed in a few simple steps into a sideboard that is integrated into the living environment and is no longer visible as a workplace. Clothes in top shape. The LG styler removes wrinkles and unpleasant smells as if by magic. We all know this situation. When you come back from lunch and have to go to a meeting, but the smell has settled in your jacket or blazer. Why not simply use the LG styler in the office for your jacket? It removes the smell and you can start fresh into the next meeting. The HK hinges turn opening and closing into a comfort experience. Your clothes and your office will stay wonderfully fresh. The styler brings a breath of fresh air into your office.
Ergonomic sitting-standing desks are becoming increasingly popular. They are proven to increase productivity and comfort at work. Here we show the Electromotive Ligadry Systems EcoTable. This is one-fold telescopic and thus offers ergonomic working by changing between sitting and standing. The box under the table also contributes to ergonomics. The storage space is always optimally accessible. The printer disappears in the open compartment. The lockable smart tray, made of steel, is for objects that need to be stored safely, such as smartphone, tablet or laptop. Above it there is a practical compartment for paper and utils that need to be quickly at hand. This is the smart tray shelf. More and more often, furniture has to be locked for security reasons. In addition, there is a growing demand for mobile or freestanding furniture. Typical applications for this can be found in the office or home office, but also in freely planned kitchens or in shops. This is where our stop control locking system with its central locking and anti-tilt functions can show its advantages. Here we show a mobile pedestal which is equipped with our drawer system AvanTech YOU. This furniture is ideal for the use in the home office, but could also be placed in any modern office. All drawers are centrally locked with one key turn. Important documents, but also the laptop, are now safe. The pull-out stop ensures that only one drawer can be opened at a time. Without this function, the mobile pedestal could tip forward. Another advantage, this locking system can be used universally for all Hettich drawer systems and even for wooden drawers. Step control, more security for your furniture. For years now, upholstery, sofas and seating areas have been an important part of every modern office interior. Employees use this furniture for both retreat and communication. The feel-good atmosphere created here has a positive effect on creativity and productivity. The home office is part of making work more flexible. The office lounger in the new work area actively embraces this idea and creates completely new working possibilities with innovative functions. Thanks to the manual adjustment system for reclining furniture, the mattress can be brought into a comfortable sitting position always just as you want it. After all, a relaxed attitude is a requirement for creative work. When it comes to new work, the laptop is becoming even more important. A small adjustable shelf is sufficient for this, and work can begin. The desk, which can be moved and adjusted via SlideLine M profiles, is a shelf for the laptop. Here we use the well-known FricoFlex fitting. Due to the multiple adjustment options, you can create an ergonomic working position in no time. Storage space is always welcome, even if the classic paper storage is becoming less important. On the front of the furniture, there are therefore AvanTech YOU drawers for the work bag, books and utensils. Push to open silent makes the access convenient and ergonomic. The adjustment system makes it possible to turn the seat for one person into a bench for several people in no time. As flexible and versatile as your daily work.
Easygoing and safety storage space. How will working look like in the future? We don't know. One thing is clear. However, from the point of view of a pandemic, working models will change permanently, and more flexibility will be required in the job. Will every employee continue to work at his or her own workplace, where documents as well as private things are stored, or will there be shared workstations, for example? This makes it more and more important to create a secure place for sensitive documents and private items. No matter if notebooks, other technical equipment or the snack for the lunch find their place in this central locker. The homely ambience combined with storage space for sensitive documents or private items guarantees a feeling of well-being at the workplace. Hettich RFID locks ensure security. Thin fronts in combination with Sensys thin door hinges in obsidian black create a homely atmosphere. Safe and relaxed working with our locker cabinet, no problem.